Lizzo has been facing some major backlash online since it's come out that she's being sued by 3 of her former dancers. Her dance captain is also being sued, but obviously Lizzo's name is the one that's sticking out in the headlines. I detailed why she's being sued in my video the other day, but more has come out about the work environment that she's allegedly created, and now she's even coming out to defend herself against all the claims. Lizzo is being accused of body shaming her dancers, harassing them, forcing them to do things at a strip club, and her dance captain has been accused of shaming dancers for not believing the same things as her and pushing her religion onto others, which her response to the lawsuit didn't exactly help her case there.
Hey everybody, I just want to get on here really quick and say God is so good. God loves you so much. No matter what you're going through, even if you don't love him, he loves you.
Lizzo has now responded as well on Instagram in a Notes app style statement that she posted yesterday that read, "These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed." These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. As an artist, I have always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performances seriously because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make hard decisions, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. I am not here to be looked at as a victim, but I also know that I am not the villain that people and the media have portrayed me to be these last few days. I'm very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be something I am not. There is nothing I take more seriously than the respect we deserve as women in the world. I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work I've done in the world be overshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone who has reached out in support to lift me up during this difficult time. It's since come out that Lizzo has hired Marty Singer as her legal representative, who has represented celebs in the past such as Charlie Sheen, Bill Cosby, and much more. And as Lizzo is lawyering up and denying the claims made against her, the 3 dancers suing her have continued to tell their story. Her lawyer has also been publicly speaking out, giving statements, one that ABC reported on with him calling the lawsuit specious and without merit. Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez are the 3 former dancers suing Lizzo. And since it's been made public that that was who was suing Lizzo, a video then came out of Ariana during an audition for season 2 of Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls. And in the video, Ariana was talking about how she looks up to Lizzo, she wants to follow in Lizzo's footsteps, and according to TMZ, the audition tape was filmed in April after the alleged incidents described in the lawsuit took place, which a lot of people felt like this video was being used to make Ariana look bad, to make it seem like she did really like Lizzo and she looked up to Lizzo and all this stuff. And this video was definitely some sort of attempt to try and discredit the lawsuit somehow. In season 1 of Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls, she was auditioning dancers. And in season 2, they were searching for singers. And so that's what Ariana was auditioning for. And since Ariana and the girls have been doing interviews about the lawsuit, she was asked about the fact that this tape had been released and that, she was speaking very highly of Lizzo in this audition tape. Us Weekly reported that Davis reacted to her audition tape resurfacing via a statement to Us Weekly. Of course, I wasn't going to say anything negative about the camp while I was still in it. Right up until the last minute, I didn't realize how bad it was and how much I was being taken advantage of. I just genuinely wanted to save my job, her statement began. This video further explains how much I was trying to please Lizzo, but it was such a toxic work environment because throughout all the abuse, I was still trying to please her and make her think that I was good enough. This video was done before the bulk of our allegations occurred, and this is just me grasping at straws and my last attempt to make her see how committed I was to being loyal to her and her camp. Lizzo's lawyer had a much different statement saying, "These do not sound like words of someone who was harassed or discriminated against by someone they described as the queen," singer told TMZ on Thursday, August 3rd. They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and here a video shows that there are no legitimate claims in the lawsuit. "We are confident that Lizzo will be completely vindicated in this matter." A lot of people on Twitter were defending Ariana, I will say, with people tweeting, "Does not sit right with me how her team is now dropping stuff like this to try and vilify the victims. Save it for the courtroom. This proves nothing except that just like everyone else, she still needed a job to pay her bills. This doesn't prove anything. She was faking it for a bag. This is what her lawyer came up with. Oh, it's bad for Lizzo." This sounds like any of us at a job interview. And like I mentioned in my last video, there have been other former employees of Lizzo that have also decided to share their stories about what it was like working with her. They've come out to support the girls suing Lizzo, and it's these stories right here that have gotten the girls that much more support, because these people that are speaking out, they're not a part of the lawsuit. They're not asking for anything. They're coming forward and they're saying, hey, this happened to me too. And it certainly gives the girls way more credit, and the public seeing all of this support that they're getting has really been what's gotten Lizzo the most backlash, because there are people that will say, oh, these girls got fired. One of them did resign though. She did not get fired. Two of them were fired. One of them just resigned in solidarity with the other girls. But some people will see 3 former employees of Lizzo are suing her and they'll think, oh, they want money and all this stuff, and like jump to conclusion and judge them. But then when they see that there are people not suing Lizzo that said, hey, I had this experience with her, it's certainly going to make them sit down and be like, oh, wait a minute, like there's actually something going on. And it's not just one person, it's multiple people that just keep coming out about what it has been like working with Lizzo. It's crazy. I had talked about how Oscar-nominated documentary filmmaker Sophia had come out to say that she was working as the director on a documentary for Lizzo's tour back in 2019, but she decided to step away from the project after 2 weeks following the disrespect that she had experienced. She since came out with another statement to detail a little bit more, tweeting out, "To be clear, since I've spoken out, I've had others privately share their very similar experiences, and I have also been affirmed by people who witnessed what I went through. Lizzo creates an extremely toxic and hostile working environment and undermines the work, labor, and authority of other Black and brown women in the process. Notice how the documentary ended up being directed by a cis white man. She is a narcissistic bully and has built her brand off of lies. I was excited to support and protect a Black woman through the documentary process, but quickly learned her image and message was a curated facade. I stand with the dancers and anyone who had similar experiences working with her and her team. These working conditions are not okay." Another former employee, not part of the lawsuit, has also come out with a statement against Lizzo and the working environments that she helps create. Fashion designer Asha Ama posted on her Instagram story to say, "I designed for and was on the European leg of Lizzo's tour earlier this year and was absolutely disgusted with the way the big girls, myself as one of maybe 3 Black people that worked behind the scenes on the tour, and my team of locals in each city were treated. As a Black woman who has worked in toxic environments since the start of my career in fashion and has been on reality TV twice, nothing even begins to compare to the abusive work environment I experienced on that tour. I absolutely stand behind them and am proud of the courage it took for them to speak up. When I was sent home for speaking up about the abusive work environment, the Black female artists on the tour were the only ones that came to my defense. Ari, Chrissy, and Noelle are beyond talented, sweet, hardworking, professional, kind souls. Black women are conditioned to take so much on the chin. Just know that when we feel compelled to finally speak up, it's bad. Protect Black women, believe Black women. I love the big girls forever." Ari Davis, Chrissy Denise, freaking Noelle, sending you all my love and support. So clearly these girls suing Lizzo have a lot of support behind them, and they've gotten other people who have worked with Lizzo to come out and speak about their own experiences, and it's only helped their case. Meanwhile, Lizzo and her team are denying all of the allegations, trying to discredit the girls that are coming forward speaking about Lizzo, saying that it's all just false claims. I guess we'll just have to see what happens, but as of right now, that's what's been said on all sides. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.